weekend. That was fun. I did volunteer on my birthday, but I did something Saturday, which was pretty fun. Sunday, yesterday, I volunteered again, and I'm on my way to volunteer this morning. What we're doing is we're putting a bunch of packages into bins, and we haven't had to take the bins to the post office since I think Wednesday of last week. So we have a bunch of bins stacked up, so we need to load them into the truck, and then some other guys are gonna take them to the post office. But I have an appointment later this afternoon, so I thought, well, maybe I won't be able to help, but I was like, why can't I just wake up early and go? If anyone knows me, I do kind of tend to sleep in, but today I decided I'm gonna wake up early and go, which the whole sleeping part I've been trying to work on. And I realized that I did want to be consistent posting a video on the channel, but I've just been busy, so we might as well just record while I'm driving, because I have about 30-minute or so drive. But today I woke up in gratitude. But I think about what I'm grateful for. And today I'm grateful for waking up. I mean, sometimes I wake up and it says, wow, I woke up another day. Because I always thought if I died in my sleep, I said, okay, that'd be great, it'd be peaceful. But at the same time, everybody wakes up with plans, with something they're gonna do. And if I died when I was asleep, I would just never know, right? I don't know. I would never, that's it. I don't know. I'm always grateful about that. I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for a safe and peaceful place to sleep. And comfortable. I bet it's pretty comfortable. But yeah, I just wanted to come on to see how everyone's doing. I'm doing great. Just been busy. I've lately thought about where in the near future I want to live. I always knew that the place that I'm at right now is temporary. So I came up with a place and I'm manifesting it. So stay tuned if my manifestation works, because I keep repeating it in my head. I say it to myself repeatedly, and I tell myself that I'm living in Lake Sherwood. Lake Sherwood is in California, in the city of Thousand Oaks. So it's kind of considered the valley. It's not like so close to the beach, but it's close enough. It's kind of like where I'm at now. I'm about 30 minutes from the ocean. I think that's probably the furthest I want to be from the ocean, because I like to go at least once a week to cleanse the spirit. So apparently I'm the water sign, so I need that element in my life at least once a week, and not just taking a shower. But I'm manifesting it. You know, one thing I was thinking about on my drive home yesterday, when you were talking in your class, and the teacher would give you an assignment to take home, right? I will not talk in class 100 times, 50 times, 100 times. But what is interesting about that is that actually it didn't work. Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between will or not. All it knows is the language of it. So I'm sure you've heard this before. If somebody told you, do not think of a red truck, what your subconscious mind is already going to is the red truck. It doesn't understand that you just told me not to. That's why they say in parenting, if you're telling your kid, do not do this, do not do that, rather than reroute them to the thing that you want them to do. And in doing that, reward them or congratulate them for that behavior. You know, even a pet, even a dog that you want him to get to do something else. A dog doesn't sit there and just like, he's not understanding the language. Don't tear up that rug, or don't pee on the floor. What's the best way to train an animal? And I'm not saying that, I'm not comparing that for dogs or animals, but I think animals or pets, at least, they work. Because I'm trying to think, I mean, not all animals are the same, and dogs do, and kids work on their reaction, right? So they work closely more with their subconscious mind, because they're just going off of what they've learned, what they've been trained to do. They're less about being conscious about their decisions they make. So subconsciously, we don't understand words as don't. That never worked. So what could have been a better sentence to write to get a kid to not talk in class? I will pay attention to my teacher. I will listen to my teacher. I will do my homework. I will talk to my friend during lunch. Something that is in the positive tense. When I work with clients and they want to stop smoking, I never talk in terms of smoker, or I will not smoke, or I will stop smoking. None of that works. What does your life look like without being a smoker? What does that look like? What evidence that you are not a smoker anymore? Okay. I have breath. I have my hands smell like they smell clean, and they smell like the soap that you use in your bathroom. My partner kisses me anytime I ask them to. You know, something that visually, what does it look like? What is figuratively or physically? What does my life look like? Sound like? What are you speaking? What does it feel like? So, just what I'm trying to tell you is just pay attention to how you're talking to yourself. Is it negative or positive? So for me, I'm constantly repeating myself in my head, I live in Lake Sherwood. I'm not telling myself I don't live somewhere else. I don't live where I'm from. I don't live in Detroit. My ideal, though, is that I would go live in Detroit in the summertime, and then the rest of the time here in California. Like, I think I've said this before, I've manifested living in California since I was a kid. I always knew that I wanted to live somewhere where it was warm all year round. And pretty much we get this, you get that here. It gets cold. You know, in the morning or at night, you can get down to like 40 degrees. But also what I like about where I live in Southern California is that if I do want snow, like snow, we can go snowboarding, skiing. It's a few hours from here, so that's great. If I really want it, if I really miss it, you can go get it. Like in one day, you can be up in the mountains in the snow, and then you can go surfing on the beach. I don't know how many people would want to get in the ocean that time of year. It is cold. Pacific Ocean is cold. It's refreshing all year round. I am a water sign, and I like to get in the ocean at least once a week. But after a certain time, it gets pretty cold. And I don't get in a wetsuit, just my swimming trunks. Tried anything new lately. I mean, where I am doing this volunteering is in a different city than I'm usually not in this city. So I'm getting to try, I guess, the local food. So I mean, it is trying something new. They provide lunch and dinner if we stay at those times, so I'm pretty grateful for that. They provide drinks and coffee, protein shakes, whatever you need. The other night, there's actually a cigar place nearby. And one of the main guys that's been organizing this is Smoke Cigars. So I've tried one. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked cigarettes. I have tried cigars before. I don't like the aftertaste. And I used to smoke vapes, but I'm not into that anymore. Just really, it was just kind of a waste. Really, it was a habit that just really didn't make sense. So I hypnotized myself for that too. I knew it was not healthy, and I do want to be healthy. Why? Because I want longevity. So I just turned 39. So not quite 40 yet, but still in my 30s technically. But I am in my 40th year. What else? I did eat a lot of sugar this weekend because I ate from like 2 cakes and had ice cream, and majority of the time I don't really eat that kind of stuff. I mean, I do love chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate with almonds. That's hard to say no to. But yeah, my stomach was kind of hurting. I did eat a lot of sugar. But it's once in a while I eat like that, especially because it's my birthday, so I get a free pass. But I don't really feel like I'm depriving myself of having a good time if I'm not eating sugar. I've never really been like that. So, fun fact is that I used to be a truck driver. And when I would go to the truck stops, I get water, coffee, if they had fruit or they had something else I could eat other than just this terrible food. And that was honestly the number one reason why I stopped driving, because actually it wasn't a bad job, and I was pretty much local. I would come home every weekend, and it was pretty good money. But at the same time, the lifestyle sucks. I never knew. For me, it's not for everyone. It is for some people. Some people love it. Some people have been doing for years and years. If you're an introvert, it's perfect because you don't talk to a lot of people. Only the people you want to talk to on the phone. You could be hours on the phone with anyone if they had that kind of time for you. But it's the lifestyle. I didn't know where I was going to end up. I knew I was going to be in California, but I didn't know what area I would end up. I didn't. You don't know what you're going to eat. At the time, I was married, and she would pack me up food, which is great. I was grateful for that. But I mean, that wouldn't last, all week. And then some of the times I try to figure out what I was gonna eat. You can't just park anywhere. You can't pull up to just any restaurant. Sometimes it was hard pulling up even to the grocery store, so you can run and grab buy some groceries because I did have a fridge. But also I couldn't work out. I couldn't go to the gym. So imagine, right now I'm about 170 pounds. It's a comfortable place for me, 160, 170, in that range. But when I was truck driving, I was 190 pounds. I think my highest, I got it to 196. And I was just looking at myself and I'm like, you're about to be 200 pounds. How is that? So, right in that time, I did stop truck driving. I did start eating more clean, more healthy, and went back to working out. Because that's difficult. I tried. I would, such long days. At least 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours working. A lot of times you're just sitting there. I mean, 99% of the time you're just sitting there. Okay? 95. Sometimes you're getting out and you're going into the warehouse and you're adjusting your trailer. But you're just sitting there. You're sitting there driving. You're sitting there waiting. It's just craziness. That lifestyle. For me. It wasn't for me, obviously. But yeah, so I am almost here. And it's gonna be a productive day. It's gonna be a great day. I hope you have a great day. And we'll chat soon. All right.